Right now, if you get the state pension or any DWP benefit in the UK, there are 4 things happening this August that could directly affect your money, and one of them starts in just 11 days, with letters landing on doormats that you cannot afford to ignore. Hello and welcome back to Pension and Benefits Guide, the channel where we cut through confusing DWP and HMRC paperwork and tell you plainly what it means for your pocket. Today we've got 4 important updates for August 2026, so let's get straight into them. First up, starting on the 12th of August, HMRC begins mailing out simple assessment letters, known as PA 302 notices, to pensioners across the country. These aren't ordinary letters, they're tax bills. Here's why. The full new state pension for 2026-27 is £12,547.60 a year. The tax-free personal allowance is frozen at £12,570 until 2031. That leaves a gap of just £22.40. So any extra income at all, savings interest, a small private pension, part-time work, can push you over that limit, and HMRC's system automatically sends a bill. Over 1.32 million of these letters went out in 2023-24, and that number keeps rising every year. If one lands on your doormat, here's what to do. It tells you what you owe for the 2025-26 tax year, and for August letters, you have until the 31st of January, 2027 to pay with no interest or penalty. Miss that, and interest starts from the 1st of February, plus a 5% surcharge a month later. If you think the figure is wrong, you have 60 days from the letter's date to challenge it. Call HMRC on 0300 200 3300. Whatever you do, don't leave it unopened. Second thing, Monday the 31st of August is the summer bank holiday in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, so banks will be closed. Any DWP payment normally due that Monday will instead arrive early, on Friday the 28th of August. In Scotland, the bank holiday already passed on the 4th, so affected payments arrived on the 1st. Here's the catch, your next payment date doesn't move, it stays in September as usual. That means the gap between August and September payments is 3 or 4 days longer than normal. So check if the 31st is one of your regular payment dates, and budget so the early payment carries you through comfortably. But the most important part for a lot of you might actually be this next one, because it's quietly affecting an entire generation right now. The UK is gradually raising the state pension age from 66 to 67, month by month, for anyone born between the 6th of April, 1960 and the 5th of March, 1961. In August 2026, it's people born in March and April 1960 reaching their exact pension age. If that's you and you haven't claimed yet, you might have already passed your date without realizing it, and every week's delay means missing out on £241.30. The good news is, when you do claim, you can request backdating of up to 12 months, no questions asked, on the full pension, that's over £12,500 as a lump sum. If you were born after the 5th of March, 1961, your pension age is simply 67, but it's worth checking your exact date on the gov.uk state pension age calculator. Before the last point, if this is helpful, hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments which of these 4 affects you most. It really helps this reach more pensioners who need it. Now, the 4th thing won't be confirmed until October, but the numbers being gathered right now are already shaping it. The triple lock guarantees the state pension rises every April by whichever is highest, CPI inflation, average wage growth, or 2.5%. August is when wage growth data gets collected, and early signals are feeding into forecasts for April 2027. CPI has been running at around 2.8%, and wage growth is expected to land similarly. If both come in near 2.8%, next April's increase would add roughly £6.76 a week, solid, but smaller than this year's 4.8% rise. So here's where the real impact becomes clear. If you've gotten used to bigger yearly jumps, this year points to something more modest. With energy prices still uncertain, the October price cap announcement on the 26th of August will give a clearer winter outlook, so it's worth reviewing your budget now rather than in November. So let's bring it all together. From the 12th of August, open any HMRC letter straight away and act within the deadlines. If your payment falls on the 31st, expect it early on the 28th, and plan for a longer gap after. If you were born between April 1960 and March 1961, check your exact pension age and ask about backdating if you've missed it. And keep an eye on that 2.8% triple lock estimate along with the energy price cap news on the 26th. So tell me, which of these matters most to you right now? Drop it in the comments, share this with a pensioner who needs to see it, and subscribe for next week's DWP update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.